Today we're going to read a story called When Sophie Thinks She Can't by Molly Bang. How do you feel when you do a difficult task? In this book, Sophie learns a new way to solve problems, and you can too. When Sophie Thinks She Can't. Sophie loves working in the vegetable garden and exploring the woods. But today it's hard pouring rain and Sophie's inside, trying to build puzzle pieces into squares. Sophie's sister walks by. She moves the pieces and suddenly they all fit perfectly. "Too bad you're not smart," says her sister, and she walks away. The next day is sunny. Not sunny for Sophie. "I can't do anything," she thinks. She drags her feet all the way to school. Oh no! What's that one word on the board? "How do we become smart?" asks Mrs. Murray. Nobody knows the answer. They all think you have to be born smart. "Flex those muscles of yours," says Mrs. Murray. All the children flex their muscles. Our muscles get stronger when we exercise, right? When we exercise our brains by thinking hard, our brains get stronger too. Now, we've been learning about rectangles and squares. We know that a rectangle has 4 sides, 4 right angles, opposite sides, equal length, and parallel. A square is a rectangle with all equal sides. Today, we'll exercise our brains with a math puzzle using squares and rectangles. "But I can't do puzzles," Sophie thinks. "I know I have strong muscles, I'm good at soccer, and I work hard in the garden. I can't do puzzles, and I've never been smart at math." But Mrs. Murray is talking. "You're going to build a bigger rectangle out of 12 small squares. How many different rectangles can you make? Use the tools at your table or come up with another way." "I can't do it," Sophie says. "Make your brain stronger," whispers Paula. "Just try." Paula gathers up a pile of square tiles. "Think hard, Sophie," whispers Andrew. He takes a sheet of graph paper. Sophie sits and stares and stares. Maybe she can draw them. Oh, Sophie does draw squares, but her squares are all different sizes. Paula has too many square tiles. Andrew's graph paper has too many little squares. This problem is too hard. Mrs. Murray is smiling. She speaks to the class. "I see you mathematicians struggling. Now's the time to use the most important word. That word is yet. You haven't figured it out yet. Keep working, keep trying, and you will." Paula, Andrew, and Sophie work hard. Paula takes only 12 tiles and builds them into a rectangle. Andrew marks a red X in each square as he counts them. Sophie thinks of her garden. Her garden is a rectangle. The vegetables all have straight lines. Sophie draws a line with 12 different vegetables on it. She draws squares around the 12 vegetables. Paula, Andrew, and Sophie count their 4 different rectangles, 4 different kinds. But Sophie is worried. "Mine's not a rectangle," she groans. "It's too long." "It is a rectangle," says Paula. "It's a very long rectangle. We did it." Meanwhile, Mrs. Murray looks at the rectangles the other students have made. 6 rectangles. "You all did it," she says. "Smarter. You've worked hard and you've gotten stuck. you've used the most important word yet. You've tried and tried again, helped each other, and solved it. Those brains of yours have certainly gotten stronger. Sophie feels the sun on her face. I solved the puzzle. She laughs, and it was a math puzzle. I did it, and I can do it again. I'm getting smarter. When Sophie gets home, her dad has a puzzle too. I can't figure out how to fix this cabinet door, he says. Dad, Sophie says, you have to use the most important word. You can't figure it out yet. Can I help? And you know what? They did fix it together. That was an amazing story. Sophie worked so hard and she used the most important word, which was yet. So when you can't figure something out or when you have a difficult task, say to yourself, I haven't figured it out yet. And that will make your brain stronger and smarter.